Hello everyone and welcome back to part 4 of our LEGO Star Wars brick history. I'm so glad that you're deciding to join us yet again. These have been getting pretty long, so thank you to anyone who has decided that they're interested enough in this to actually pay attention through these. Today we're going to be getting through 2011 and hopefully getting through 2012. It's on my outline, so we'll see what happens. Last time I was planning to get up to 2012, and we only got through 2009 and 2010. So we'll see here. There were 29 sets released in 2011, which is a pretty big amount. In subsequent years, it's just getting more crazy. LEGO is definitely starting to realize that they can make a pretty hefty profit off of Star Wars. Definitely one of their best decisions in terms of license acquisition. But anyway, something very important happened in 2011, and that was the release of the Santa Yoda in the Advent Calendar Star Wars set. This was the first Advent Calendar Star Wars set that has been released, and it did come with Santa Yoda, which is something that has been a reoccurring theme, not re-released in Advent calendars, but it's something that has been used in LEGO marketing several times now. I've also changed up the format of LEGO Star Wars brick history a bit, and that I'm mostly going to be focusing on new releases and notable re-releases, rather than trying to touch on every set or even all of the big sets. So this year in first releases, we have a lot of Clone Wars stuff. This was right around Season 3, I believe, of Clone Wars, so it was kind of really getting into its fever pitch here. So we have the Bounty Hunter Assault Gunship, which includes 4 minifigures of some pretty cool characters: Aurra Sing, Embo, Sugi, and the Assassin Droid Elite. These are only available in this pack. To my knowledge, they have not been re-released elsewhere, so these figs are only findable here. We also have the T6 Jedi Shuttle, or 7931, which is another Clone Wars set, and it includes 4 minifigs: Obi-Wan Kenobi, Koth, Anakin Skywalker, and Shock T, with Koth being that not a Twi'lek, but he's got some head tails too. You could see him in Phantom Menace, I believe, standing next to the other Jedi on Naboo. Of course, Anakin Skywalker, you should all know who that is, and Shock T. For the longest time when I was little, I thought the Shock T minifigure was super rare, but apparently I was wrong, and she doesn't actually sell for that much. I believe that this fig goes for around $12, so that's far from the hundreds of dollars that I thought for some reason. Not quite sure where I got that from. We also have the Republic Frigate, which is 7964, and it includes 5 minifigs. This set here is worth quite a bit. Some of these minifigs do go for a lot, and they include Clone Commander Wolf, Koth, Quinlan Vos, and the Wolfpack Clone Trooper, as well as Yoda. The Wolfpack Clone Trooper, this version, has blue arms, and that version you can sell on Bricklink for quite a bit. I forget the exact total, but I'll put it on screen. So if you have that, you might want to consider listing it, because that's a pretty nice chunk of change. Commander Wolf also goes for a decent amount, but not as much, if I remember correctly. After that, we have the Sith Nightspeeder, which is 7957. This is also from Clone Wars, and it includes Anakin Skywalker, Asajj Ventress, and Savage Opress. I'm not exactly sure what episode they pulled this from, because as far as I remember, these 3 aren't ever together at any point, but who knows. There were a lot of new minifigs released during 2011, and they include Savage Opress, Saci Tin, Shock T, Sugi, Aurra Sing, Embo, TX20, R8B7, Koth, Quinlan Vos, Clone Commander Wolf, and the Wolfpack Clone Trooper. Once again, some of those do go for quite a bit, and some of them are exclusive to sets that came out in this year, so do be aware of that. There are also some pretty notable re-releases during this year. Like I said, I was going to touch on some of the re-releases that are important, because LEGO seems to re-release sets pretty frequently. So I don't know if every single episode we need to talk about every single re-release, because most of the time they're pretty much the same. But this year saw the Naboo Starfighter 7877, which had not been available since 2007, I believe. And this version of it is quite a big upgrade. It includes 5 minifigs, Anakin Skywalker, battle droid security with straight arm, a droideka, a Naboo fighter pilot, and R2-D2. After that, we have the Sith Infiltrator, which is Darth Maul's ship, and that's 7961. This set has been completely reworked. I have both the original and this version, and I can tell you they are very different. The original was gray, black, and blue, and this one is pretty much just gray with some printed pieces. I think that this looks quite a bit better, although the old one does definitely have an old LEGO feel to it. And this comes with 4 exclusive minifigs: Darth Maul, Captain Panaka, Padme in disguise, and Qui-Gon Jinn. We also have another release of the Millennium Falcon, which I feel like I need to include just because it's such a signature part of the Star Wars franchise, and that is set number 7965. It's one of the smaller versions in my opinion. I do believe that this is one of the versions I have, although I can't quite remember because there are a lot of versions of the Millennium Falcon. But it does not include any droids. It just includes the Jedi, Luke and Vader, and as well as Chewie, Han, and Leia, I believe, but not R2-D2 or C-3PO, which is a little surprising. So I feel like it's kind of lacking. We also have the behemoth, the absolutely insane, the Mad Lad, the Super Star Destroyer, which is a super cool set. That is the display piece of display pieces. For a while, it was the largest UCS at 3,152 pieces and over 124 centimeters, or just 50 inches. It takes up a whole desk. That is like 4 feet or something like that. Yeah, 12, 24. Yeah, it's huge. So that is a set I've wanted for a while. I do believe that this specifically is the Executor, even though it is not labeled as such. I believe it is just labeled as a Super Star Destroyer, but it looks a lot like the Executor to me, so I think that is what it is inspired by. But yeah, just absolutely huge. And it does include a couple minifigs, IG-88, Admiral Piet, and Dangar. These are only available, at least in this version, they're only available in this set. IG-88 has been released a couple of times, and so is Dangar, but they are unique in their versions in this set. So yeah, this is one, like I said, I've wanted for forever. It's just so cool. And then after this, if you were part of the BrickMaster subscription, which was the paid LEGO magazine, if I remember correctly, you got the Mini Slave 1, which is 20019, and the Bounty Hunter Assault Gunship, which is 30052. So that's going to take us up through 2011, and it looks like we're only at about 9 minutes, and it'll probably be less than that after it's been edited down. So we're going to go ahead and continue on into 2012. So continuing on into 2012, we have quite a busy year. This year saw the first release of the Planets sets, which are basically a planet from Star Wars, as well as a minifigure and a essentially a microfighter of some sort. These included the Naboo Starfighter in Naboo and Sebulba's Podracer and Tatooine. That is 9674 and 9675 respectively. We also saw the TIE Fighter, Interceptor, and Death Star 9676 as part of that as well. There were 2 battle packs released, which, if you remember, are sets which basically are appealing to the more minifigure-minded people and people that are looking for small sets with high minifig ratio. So these included the Elite Clone Trooper and Commando Droid Pack, that's 9489, and the Endor Rebel Trooper and Imperial Trooper Battle Pack, 9489. These collectively included a bunch of minifigs from the prequels as well as the original trilogy. The most notable new sets that were released included the Geonosian Cannon, which is 9491, the Republic Striker Class Starfighter, 9497. This is an old Republic set, and as I mentioned before, I really love those. I wish they'd released more before Disney purchased Star Wars and put an end to all of that. There was also a Darth Malgus minifig released during this time, and I believe that that sells for quite a bit, so keep an eye out for that. We also saw the Malevolence, which is a pretty cool ship. It features in the Clone Wars in some of the first episodes. This set currently goes for around 300 and something, I believe, and I've heard that some of the tiles in this set do sell individually for quite a bit. We also have the super cool Pre Vizsla's Mandalorian fighter. This is a set I really want, but unfortunately it's pretty expensive, so I probably won't be getting it anytime soon, but nonetheless, really cool. We also have Palpatine's Arrest depicted for the first time. This comes with a bunch of minifigs that can duel Palpatine, so pretty cool. A very important part of the series right there. You can reenact Anakin's fall. The notable re-releases include Jabba's Palace 9516, which includes 9 minifigs. That would be Chewie, Jabba the Hutt, Han Solo, Bib Fortuna, Gamorrean Guard, Ula, Boushh, Bo'amar Monk, Han Solo and Carbonite, and Salacious B. Crumb. That's the little monkey thing, if you remember that from the movie. There were 2 UCS sets released, a giant R2-D2, 10225 for the number on that, and it has 2,127 pieces. We had that in our store at some point, but it's pretty big. We also have a B-Wing Starfighter, that's 10227 at 1,487 pieces, and I think that that's a really cool display set. All the UCS ones that come with the little data pads are actually really cool, and I wish I had the money to collect them all. There was also a new Advent calendar catching on after last year's Advent calendar, and that included Darth Maul as Santa. One of the most forgiving and really just stand-up guy there to give out presents to everyone. The only thing that would be better would be Anakin handing out presents to the younglings. Yeah. We also got Snowman R2-D2, which is pretty cool. And that wraps up 2012. Not too much here in 2012. Well, lots of sets, but a lot of them were small little re-releases or things that aren't super important. So down in the description there will actually be a list of everything, because there are too many sets for me to actually fit on the screen at this point. So they will be down in the description instead, or on a link to a Google Doc, so you can see all of them there. You can also always look up this information on Brickset if you're interested. That is brickset.com. That is where I get a lot of my information from. They have basically every single minifig set, sticker, everything on there with kind of a little history of it and all that kind of stuff. So you can find out anything about any sets that didn't make it into this video there. There were a couple other planets released in there as well, like Yavin 4 and Bespin, if you're interested in those, that I did not have time to cover in this video. But I would really like to thank all of you for tuning in and watching this. This week's cereal is going to be cornflakes. I know Evan hates cornflakes, so this episode will be cornflakes. So please comment cornflakes in the description down below if you like cornflakes or if you like this video. So thank you. Please check out our Discord if you aren't already there. We recently hit 200 members, so we will be opening up a voice chat soon. I know we've been saying soon for like 2 weeks now, but we will have one soon. Also, please check in every Saturday at 3 o'clock for our 3 o'clock PST for our stream. If you want to see us building, partying out, eating wings, lots of fun stuff. So thank you, and have a great rest of your week.